Assalamualaikum. I'm Talha Minhas and I welcome you once again to our PTE Academic series. तो आज का जो हमारा लेक्चर है that is on retail lecture which is the fourth part of the speaking task. हम आज retail lecture को देखेंगे. As you can see, the retail lecture gives 22 marks for prioritization and it gives 12 in speaking and 10 in listening. So overall 22 marks इसके हो गए. Retail lecture is one of the most important tasks and one of the most difficult tasks in the PTE. Let's see retail lecture में हम किस तरह इसको cover कर सकते हैं. एग्जाम में जनरली अराउंड 2 questions to 3 questions आपके पास retail lecture में आते हैं. You will hear a short lecture or part of a lecture and then need to retell it in your own words. This task assesses your listening and speaking skills as well as your ability to summarize information. तो listening and speaking skills and ability to summarize इन दोनों चीज़ों को हमने माइंड में रखना है. You will see an image and listen to a prompt of up to 90 seconds. जो ऑडियो आप सुनेंगे that is of about 90 seconds which is a lot to grasp. However, आपको एक अरेजेबल बुकलेट जो दी जाती है उसमें आप कीवर्ड्स को उस ऑडियो के नोट डाउन करेंगे. Once the audio finishes, you have 10 seconds to get ready. अब इसका की पॉइंट ये है कि आपने लिखना है तभी जब ऑडियो चल रही है, because as soon as the audio ends, you will only have 10 seconds to grasp the task. This task is difficult and important for your final score. अब हमने ये देखना है कि क्या 3 चीज़ें रिटेल लेक्चर में आपको पॉइंट्स देती हैं. They are 5 points for content spoken, जो आपने पॉइंट्स कीवर्ड्स नोट की हैं, 5 points for oral fluency and 5 points for pronunciation. So these are the main things which will give you points. 5 for content, 5 points for oral fluency and 5 points for pronunciation. अच्छी बात यह है कि we have got a template for retail lecture and let's go through the template. The template for retail lecture is available on your screens. You can inbox me. You can leave your comments. You will get the templates for free. So let's go through the speaking retail lecture template. The speaker talked about title plus keywords. जो भी ऑडियो का टाइटल और कीवर्ड है जो आपने नोट डाउन किया है वो आपने लिखना है. The speaker talked about ABC, XYZ. First of all, the speaker mentioned 4 to 5 keywords. Write your 4 to 5 keywords. Secondly, he or she talked about again 4 to 5 keywords. He or she also mentioned 4 to 5 keywords. जो आपने keywords लिख ली हैं जब ऑडियो आप सुन रहे हैं उसके दौरान. और lastly, the speaker told that 4 to 5 keywords. Overall, the lecture talked about title and keywords which were very interesting and informative. तो ये इसका पूरा प्रोसीजर है, इसको आपने इस तरह रिपीट करना है. This retail lecture part will give you score if you remember the template. You have to memorize the template because you will only have 10 seconds to place your keywords inside the template. ये स्क्रीन है, इस तरह आपको रिटेल लेक्चर आता है. अब कभी रिटेल लेक्चर के साथ वीडियो भी हो सकती है, अदरवाइज इट कैन ओनली बी एन ऑडियो. यह आपने फिगर आउट करना है और इट डिपेंड्स ऑन एग्जाम टू एग्जाम कि किस तरह आपको ये डिपिक्ट होगा. यू विल ओनली हैव लेस देन 10 seconds टू प्रिपेयर एंड 40 seconds टू गिव द आंसर. जो आपके पास 10 seconds है उसमें आपने प्रिपेयर करना है और 40 seconds आपको मिलेंगे पूरा आंसर देने में. लेट्स गो थ्रू एन एग्जाम्पल नाउ. Let's hear an audio and we will figure out through the template how to answer the retail lecture in the exam.
So happiness economics can help us get to these questions, and I'll try to give you some examples of this. Now, even though there's a lot of skepticism originally about using this survey, surveys, what people say, make them happy. The number of reasons that we are getting increasingly confident in doing so. One is that their consistent pattern. remarkable, consistent pattern that determines well-being across large samples of people, across countries, across the world, and over time. Some of the basic things that make people happy, and I will show you some of these: income, health, marital status, employment status. Some of these are very basic things that are remarkably consistent across countries, across the world. So that gives us some sense that these surveys are picking up consistent patterns. And when we know what consistent patterns are, we can look how other things that very much more affect people's well-being, the environment and equality, the nature's institution, raging on living, and all kinds of other things that very much more.
The speaker talked about happiness economics. First of all, the speaker mentioned some examples, skepticism of originally using surveys. Secondly, she talked about survey makes people happy and consistent pattern. She also mentioned basic things such as income, health, and marital status. Lastly, the speaker talked about consistent patterns, environment, equality, and nature. Overall, the lecture talked about happiness economics and overall well-being, which were very interesting and informative.